now for my favorite part of this entire video, we have the taste test. Some are a little bigger than others. We're gonna take a bite of the big one, but let's see how they turn out. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Myra from Low Carb Love, and today we're gonna be making these delicious chocolate dipped coconut macaroons. Of course, they're low carb, keto friendly. They're so easy to make. These remind me of the Costco coconut macaroons. So you have a little dupe coming. I'm gonna show you how easy it is to make them. Let's get started. All right guys, so now we're gonna get started. We're moving on to our condensed milk. So this is super simple. I have been making this for what, 2.5 years now. It's the best, you have to try it. We're gonna do the sweetener. You're just gonna throw everything into your pot, okay? So we have our sweetener. I'm using, what do you call it, powdered, but if you have granular, it's gonna work because it's all gonna melt down. Then we have heavy cream. So we're gonna do heavy cream. If you wanted to keep this dairy-free, you could just use coconut cream. It has to be the actual cream of it, not the milky part, the water part, because you need the fats. And then we have our vanilla flavor. You can use extract. Oops. And then we have our butter. So dump that all in. And let's move on to the stove. We're gonna heat this up and I'm gonna show you how easy it is to make a keto condensed milk. All right guys, so right now we're just going to mix until everything is well incorporated, and then at that point you're gonna leave it alone and you're just gonna let it simmer until it thickens. Okay guys, so now we're gonna get started on our coconut macaroons. So here we have our coconut. Obviously it's nice, finely shredded. This is exactly how it came in the bag. If you have chips or anything, then you can maybe blitz them, throw them through the blender, food processor, whatever, just to get them to be nice and flaky. Now we have our keto condensed milk. I let mine brown a little more. You can turn off the heat when it's still nice and white and creamy, but this is the consistency. It's been sitting out for a bit and it starts to thicken up. You can put this in the fridge and it'll last, honestly, for like at least a couple weeks. It doesn't go bad really quickly. So let's go ahead and mix it in. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Delicious. This stuff right here, when you make it, just get ready to be obsessed. This goes into your coffee, into a latte, over bread. I mean, just think about the stuff that you used to love condensed milk with. Fruit, done. We have our condensed milk. We have our egg whites. Throwing that right in. And then our vanilla. This is vanilla flavor. Remember, you can always use vanilla extract. And then we're gonna just do a little pinch of salt. Okay, and let's mix. So we're gonna use our little spatula. And yeah, this is such an easy dessert and obviously super popular, like everyone's obsessed. So this is what it's gonna look like. And we're just gonna give it a good mix, so. Okay, so you just wanna make sure that all of the coconut is covered in your condensed milk and your egg whites. This is what it's gonna look like. You wanna make sure that it's nice and moist before you move on to the next step, okay? So we're pretty much there. So once your coconut is prepped, you're gonna need your spoon and your baking dish lined with parchment. So we're gonna go ahead and put that here. And then you're just gonna grab a good amount of your coconut, like so. And we're going to try and roll it a little, just shape it. Okay, and we're gonna do that for this entire bowl. And you can make them as big or as little as you'd like, because these are for you. You are going to eat them. And all right guys, so these are our macaroons. They're all ready and they're gonna go into the oven at 325 degrees for 15 minutes. Okay, so now we've already let our macaroons sit. I actually put them in the fridge for a few minutes because it makes it easier to for the chocolate to set on it. So I've already melted our chocolate. So this is our sugar-free chocolate. Of course, we're using the milk chocolate from Chop Zero. It's sugar-free, keto-friendly, low carb. So even if you're not keto or anything, it's just a great alternative so you're not eating all that sugar. And this, we just melted this in 20-second increments because you want to be really careful when melting chocolate because it's really sensitive. But this is the texture. Look at how beautiful. It's like yeah, it's like butter. No, it's honestly, this is it's absolutely delicious. And now we are going to, so what we're gonna do, I was just thinking like how we should dip them. So I'm thinking we're gonna go in with the bottoms. So we're literally just gonna do the bottoms like this, okay? And we're gonna place them onto a parchment paper. And then we're just gonna do that for all of them, and I'll show you what we're doing on top, okay? So, do you see that? Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. Okay, so now all of our bottoms are coated and my chocolate was starting to thicken, so I just put it in the microwave for like 5-10 seconds. And now as you can see, it's thinned out a tiny bit, but we need it to be a little thinner because this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna show you right here. All right, guys, so you obviously saw to decorate the macaroons, I really had to like whip the whisk in order to get this design, but I feel like it turned out really beautiful and they look like better than store-bought. And the best thing is that they're obviously healthy. So now for my favorite part of this entire video, we have the taste test. Some are a little bigger than others. We're gonna take a bite of the big one, but let's see how they turn out. Oh yeah. You know what it reminds me of? Oh my god, it's all over my house. Hold on. They remind me of the cocadas that they sell in TJ. I don't know if you've ever had them. They are so good. These taste just like that. But of course the best thing is that they're low carb and keto friendly, so it's almost like a guilt-free treat. But no, honestly, I cannot wait for you guys to make them. They're so delicious. The chocolate, I feel like it really takes them over the edge. Like even without it, they'd be good, but the chocolate just takes them to the next level. Like you guys have to try this. But the recipe will be, it's a printable recipe. It's gonna be down in the description. That's gonna take you to lowcarblove.com, which is my blog, my website. And you're able to get this recipe as well as exclusive recipes that I don't share anywhere else. So make sure you do check that out. And if you still want a little more of me, make sure you follow me on Instagram and on TikTok where I share more recipe ideas and just a glimpse into my everyday life. Guys, thank you so much for being here with me. I hope you really enjoyed this recipe and I will see you on my next video. Mwah.